Welcome to the channel. If you're a new subscriber, welcome back to the channel. We're glad you came back to visit with us. Today, we're gonna be hiding some of this rust. So y'all hang tight and hang out. Welcome to In the Garage. So the first thing we're going to do is I'll just spin you around, take a look. I've done the first two steps of the Pour 15 process yesterday, and I've let the car sit here throughout the rest of the day, and of course last night, to make sure that it is super dry. I cannot stress that enough. Your substrate, meaning whatever you are spraying your Pour 15 onto, must be dry beyond dry. It's got to be dry. But if it's humid outside, like it is now, I've got the door mostly closed so you can't tell, but it is sprinkling pretty heavy outside. Moisture in the air, humidity, that will cause your Pour 15 to dry and cure faster. So when you put your first coat of Pour 15 on, typically the rule of thumb is 3 to 5 hours before you put your second coat of Pour 15 on. You have to put 2 thin coats of Pour 15. Or you use the finger drag method, which, you know, basically means it's to the point where you could possibly leave fingerprints in it. You drag your finger along an inconspicuous part of the car, and if it wants to stick to your finger, but it doesn't stick to your finger, meaning you don't have black on your finger, put your second coat on. You're ready to go. Now, the point of that was it is very humid. It's wet outside. So that 3 to 5 hours might actually be 1 to 3 hours. It may be 2 to 4 hours. It may be 3 to 5 hours. I don't know. But work that out in your brain. Extremely dry substrate, check. Humidity in the air, nah, whatever. It just means your drying time is potentially shorter than it would be on a day that has a lot of dry air. So we're going to start today with where we left off yesterday. So as you can see, it's very, very, very chalky. You want to get that stuff off. So you can see the surface rust has started, and which is, if you're doing Pour 15, is not a problem. Not a problem. That is exactly what Pour 15 was designed to go over. But we are going to DA it, and we're going to get all of that white chalk and stuff off of it, and get the metal a little more prepared for our Pour 15 coating. Now the roof we're not going to touch. That has already been DA'd. It's already been washed. It's already been acid washed. It is ready to go. So, but the only parts of the car we're going to be spraying is the roof and wherever there's bare metal. So inside the trunk, over in this area here, we're going to be spraying both sides of that, wherever there's bare metal. So y'all hang tight. We're going to start DAing, and y'all enjoy some music. through with our DAing. Now we're gonna go to the wax and grease remover, make sure that all the fingerprints and all that crap are off the car, because after we do our wax and grease remover, the metal will never be more ready than for whatever coating you're putting on it. So thus the gloves, and y'all hang tight and we're gonna get at it. All right, so it seems as though my Harbor Freight gun has given up the ghost. Remember a long time ago, I talked about I buy these guns to simply spray junk. Primer, sealers, just pour 15 junk, and they only last, so it doesn't matter how many times you take it apart, how many times you clean it, how clean you keep it. They're only gonna last a certain amount of times. That's why they're only like $19. So this one is in the garbage, and we're gonna take a trip down to Harbor Freight and buy us another gun and That's that, guys. We are here at the world famous Harbor Freight. So we have located our gun. So we're gonna get this thing back to the house and see if we can finish this job up. All right, guys, we made her back home. Got this gun put together. I wanted to point something out real quick. It's always important when you bring a new gun home to take the air cap off of it. And if you'll look, you'll see just how shiny that fluid tip is. So it is always a good idea. Let me unplug this real quick. Sorry about your ear bone. It's always a good idea to take the little brush that comes with it, get you some paint reducer or lacquer thinner or whatever, and clean that stuff off. That is assembly lube, and you want to make sure you get that stuff out of there. If not, you'll pour whatever you're spraying in there, and it will send that assembly lube right out with it, and you'll wonder where all your fish eyes came from. So it's always a good idea to do that. But I've got this thing, if you can see it dancing around in there, I've got some lacquer in there. We're going to swish that around, clean everything out, spray it through it, clean the oils out of the interior, and then we'll get spraying this thing. All right, guys, so that is one coat over all the bare metal parts. We don't necessarily need it over the painted parts. That's just a waste, really. As long as the paint is in decent shape, not flaking, cracking, peeling, bubbling, blistering, anything like that. Paint, pay attention, paint in good shape makes the best primer. That is something I learned a long freaking time ago. But everything is coated. So now what we got to do is let this set. Weather is going to depend on how long, and we'll come out here and put a second coat on. These are just thin coats. You don't want to put this stuff on. Matte light is a pain in the butt. You don't want to put this stuff on too thick because it takes forever. And I'd like to get at least this step done today. So what I'm finna do right now is clean this gun out. And I'm gonna go in here and take me a break. And then every hour or two, I'll come out here and check on it. And then when it's ready, we'll put the second coat on. I'm probably not gonna film the second coat because it's the same as the first. But we're gonna try to get to sealing it also in this video. So we'll see how that works out. All right, guys, so it looks like there's no way we're gonna be able to get priming this thing in this video. This video number one is already plenty long enough. And number two, there's a ton of body work, a lot of body work. I didn't think there was gonna be that much. I knew the quarter panels and the place up above the back glass, but when you spray the color black, then it's gonna point out all the imperfections, and there's a lot of them. So enough body work to easily keep me busy for 3 days. But I'm gonna leave it here, and we'll pick up with body work on the next video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the share button, leave me a comment. If you like this content, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, hit the thumbs up twice. But until next time, y'all go do some work.